Hey everyone, it's Jay from bestwebsitebuilding.com. We're here today just going to talk about testimonials, what's good and what's not, what you should do and what you shouldn't, and we'll kind of see some examples and learn a couple quick things. So let's get started. Now, with this testimonial here, this is bad. This basically looks like a stock photo, which is a big no-no. Stock photo with generic text. It says, my experience with them far exceeded my expectations in product, service, and budget. Yes, I'll be back. Come on, man. That's not even real. It just screams that it's fake. Fake photo, fake text, fake everything. The only thing real about this is the fact that Charlotte, North Carolina does in fact exist. All right, let's move on. Okay, so here we've got, actually, I kind of like this. This is a great example. This is basically a family attorney in New Jersey. And what's good about this here is when you read these, you go through them, there's no doubt, and I won't read them all to you, but there's no doubt that when reading these, they're real. You can just tell, you can sense it. Every single one of them seems real and legit. And they actually make me think that this guy, Attorney Santos or Attorney Santo, whichever it is, seems like a really good guy. This seems like legit. This is the way you want to go. The only two things to note on this are, one, when you see dates, it's best to not have dates. If you have dates, let's say that you haven't had a testimonial since, in this case, 2010, in 2011, well, if that's the most recent testimony you had and maybe you haven't been keeping track or updating it, it's going to look kind of bad because it's like, well, what have you been doing for the last year or so, or what have you. So anyways, I definitely highly recommend staying away from dates. You don't want to date things. There's no reason for it. It's just not useful. Unless, for example, maybe you had a website that was so heavily trafficked and the testimonials were coming, couple a day or a couple a week, then maybe you can make an argument for that. Otherwise, there's no point. Now, on this one, there's no photos here. Ideally, it would be great to have a photo, but in this case, it doesn't make sense because, these are people that have been through divorce and personal trauma. So, I don't think they want their photo plastered on the internet. Hey, like for example, this first one, Christina. The Artesia law firm helped me in a difficult assault, domestic violence case, and eventually divorce. His team was great, and thank you so much. There's not going to be a picture of her smiling there. Christina's not going to put up a picture of her beaten and battered. It's just foolish. It just doesn't make sense. So in this case, no photos actually are okay because these testimonials are legit. Let's move on. All right, so in doing my research on testimonials, I came across this one, and this is more for humor than anything, but I do think it's legit. Clearly, when you read these, you can tell it's legit. Basically, what this is a diving group or diving website, and the first one here, I felt like Alice in Wonderland down there, get me back in. Second one, I have never done shrooms, but this has got to be the closest thing to them. And then the third and final one, I felt like I was floating through the cosmos. Now, what was cool about this is, ideally, obviously if this was a law firm, or a business that's a little more professional in that, they're dealing with a more serious topic, then obviously the testimonials will reflect that like they did in the previous example. But in this example, it's diving. This is for fun. This is a hobby. These are the kind of testimonials that, believe it or not, I thought they were kind of good. I thought they were kind of fun. I thought they were unique. They were different. Even this guy in the middle here, his name is Gramps. Come on. That's awesome. So I kind of like this. I think these are real people, real comments. And I think they kind of reflect the personality of the type of person that this might resonate with. So, with your testimonials, you want them to resonate with people. So you got to think about, the people that are coming to your site. You want a testimonial from someone that is like them, and in this case, this is perfect. And it's funny too. All right, so here's an awesome example. I love this. This is my favorite by far, hands down. These are video testimonials. You cannot beat video. I'm such a video fan, it's ridiculous. And there's a couple reasons why. Well, one, it shows that this is a real person. This is someone, for example, this Ryan McDiarmid on the top here, he took the time to actually, it looks like even himself, record himself with maybe a screen recorder or what have you. But either way, he put time and effort into this, and it shows. And it also just shows he's a real person. And what's great too is it gives me the option of either clicking to watch the video or reading the text to the right. And to be perfectly honest with you, I think the interesting thing about this is that, I don't want to click and listen to him talk. I already know he's going to say something good. I personally don't want to hear it, but it just makes me feel more comfortable that this guy is real, took some time. It gets the point across, which the whole point of these testimonials is just to build confidence in the site that you're on and the person that you might do business with. And so, I've got some confidence here, So anyways, great example here. Awesome job here. And, if you're going to do a video testimonial, don't forget text to the side is great because, in this case, I didn't really feel like I wanted to watch that video. So instead, I just read the text to the right, which is perfect. Give me the option. People like options. So this is excellent example. Perfect. All right, now in the previous example, I talked about how video testimonials are great. Unfortunately, that was only like a JPEG screenshot, so I couldn't really actually click on any of those testimonials for you. This one we can, and this one's a pretty good example. I mean, I think these are real people. Let's kind of listen in on this one.
Being more productive, and so there were things that had been on my plate, some of them an embarrassingly long time, and I started to get them done.
I started working with Terry in June. In September of this year, I had my best year in 5 years. And that was coincidentally in the same point that the stock market and everything else went doom and gloom.
Terry is unusually insightful, and she has a unique ability to ask just the right question.
I love that woman. She's cool right there. She's the real deal. I love her hair. Anyways, so, this is great. I like this, and they also have, right below the video testimonial, they have other testimonials as well, text testimonials. Now, what's good, of course, on this is, don't forget, YouTube is a great source of traffic. So you can actually put these testimonials on YouTube, free place to put your testimonials and an extra possible source of traffic. And so this is, once again, awesome example. All right, now, I thought this was kind of funny. This is basically like an internet marketing type thing here, testimonialpower.com. But anyways, Brian McEvoy here, he's got your typical sales letter here. And it was funny because as I was going down through here, he's selling this product that basically recommends, here's some testimonial templates. Here's some video testimonial templates. The audio testimonial generator software. How much does all this cost? But what's funny is you scroll down here and all his main testimonials down here at the bottom, which is where he has most of his testimonials, don't even use his software. I mean, come on, if you're going to sell software, I mean, come on. Like, these are just generic ones. Like, there's not even photos in here. Like, come on, man. Are you kidding me? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, come on. Now, in his defense, there is one testimonial up here where it's an audio-based one.
Hi, it's Adil here from
So, here Adil talks and
Brian,
apparently maybe uses his software, but geez, for all I know, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's using someone else's software. But either way, on this one, I just thought it was hilarious. This is more for entertainment. I mean, come on. Let's get real here. All right, short example here. I mean, basically, this is just something that shows, hey, the most comprehensive membership directory listing on the market. It's rock solid in accuracy. I mean, come on, like to me, this kind of testimonial can actually hurt you because, there's no value to it. And to me, it's inaccurate. It's kind of fake and there's no effort here. So if there's no effort in the testimonial, well, what kind of effort is going to be in this membership directory? I mean, come on. Not a good fan. Not a big fan on this one. All right, well, obviously with social media, Facebook and Twitter, it's a great source of testimonials as well. And so in this case, you can see where testimonials were kind of ripped and put together, it looks like, or either possibly a screenshot was done right after this absolute Alicia did this Twitter brilliance thing. I mean, this is great. This is already to rock and roll. You don't even have to do anything. I mean, come on, this has got to be the easiest way to do it. I mean, you've got real people giving real testimonials with real photos, and on top of it, like, let's say I want to kind of feel you out a little bit. I could actually contact, this woman on top, Lauren Forrest or Will Watts, I could actually find them on Twitter and say, hey, look, maybe let's say this webinar maybe costs $200. All right, well, maybe I want to talk to them and say, hey, look, what did you get out of it? What'd you learn? And most likely these people would probably be okay with it, because we're all in the same boat. So I think this is a great, great example as well. This is really, to me, up there with the video testimonials, because obviously the video testimonials take quite a bit more effort. This is less effort, but I think equally as effective. So great example. All right, here we've got some Facebook testimonials. Once again, very similar to Twitter, but a little bit different. But same concept. You can't get any easier. You've got the name. You've got this person's photo. These are real people with real testimonials that only they can type. So, once again, awesome, awesome way to go. Facebook and Twitter, can't beat it. Awesome, awesome. All right, so in summary, testimonials. Short little video here, but, we learned a lot and we saw some examples. And, really call yourself out on this. Check your website and see what you've got. Even myself, I need to work on my testimonials on this particular site. I have other sites that have testimonials that are great, but on this site, I haven't really put any up yet. Shame on me. But you know what? I'm guilty. But anyway, so check yourself. Don't be afraid to. Now, on testimonials, couple things. First of all, user-generated. I do photography on the side, and one of my best ways that I've been doing testimonials lately, and it works out great, is I'll just kind of send a text message to a model I shoot with and say, hey, how'd it go? What do you think? Do you like the photos? And, and whatever they text back is real. And I'll ask them, say, hey, look, can I use that? And I don't reword it, even if it sounds a little, maybe not proper English or what have you. You can obviously make spelling corrections, but other than that, I just kind of rip right out of the phone what they messaged me. So that's a great way. So user generated, always real, never copywritten, always the real deal. Next, Facebook like photos. What I mean by that is, a fake photo like that first photo we showed, the guy looked like a iStock photography photo. You don't want to use those. Use real photos. Even if someone takes a photo with their iPhone while they're sitting in their kitchen, it just gives it more of a sense that it's real, and it looks more or less, it looks a lot less like stock photography. Third, name and location. Business is optional. Obviously the person's name doesn't have to be the last name. A lot of times, Amanda P or Sarah L, that's fine. Location just makes it a little more real. If they're from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that's fine, or even just Pennsylvania. And then business, it all depends. If this is very much like a business-based website, then, obviously, like, for example, that testimonial review thing that they had, or that info product, there's a lot of businesses that are going to use that might have a website or what have you. In their case, obviously they could put their business in there if they'd like. Not a big deal. Fourth, video is always the way to go. I definitely love those social media ones, especially the Twitter ones. I think they're great, but video is the way to go. Yes, it takes more effort, but hey, come on, put some effort in and you'll get that effort back. So anyways, that's everything for you today. Hope this video was informative and you got a little something out of it. If you did, certainly leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Would love to even see examples of testimonials you have that you think are great or not so great. That's it. Thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it.